Today, we'll go through the anatomy of an AI agent, what it senses, how it thinks, what it does, what it observes, and when it stops. Then we'll cover optional pieces: feedback, memory, talking to the user, planning, chain of thought, and asking for clarification. The first 5 are the core loop every agent follows. The rest are optional. You add them when you need transparency, persistence, planning, richer reasoning, or a human in the loop. I'm building this series step by step. If you want to catch the next videos on agents and architectures, subscribe. If this episode clarified the anatomy for you, A-like really helps the channel. Sense is everything the agent takes in. That can be text, what you type, chat messages, documents, or sensors like camera and mic, or events from APIs and databases, anything that gives the agent information before it decides what to do. Think is how the agent reasons and chooses what to do. There are 3 main types: deterministic, fixed rules, if then else, same input always gives the same output. LLM-based, the model reasons, can be non-deterministic, learns from data. Hybrid, rules for routing or safety, LLM for open-ended reasoning. Deterministic means same input, same output every time. Act is what the agent does with its decision. It can generate text, speech, or alerts directly, or it can call tools, read or write to a database, call APIs, control systems. For anything outside the model, it needs tool calling. Observe is when the agent sees the result of its action. Tool output, API response, database result. Then it either loops back to think for another step or finishes. Finish isn't a separate component. It's when the loop stops. That can be because the task is done, max steps are reached, an error occurs, the user stops it, or the agent gives up. Evaluate is an optional feedback loop that improves the agent. Human feedback like RLHF, self-evaluation like reflection, where the agent critiques itself and retries, environment feedback from task success or failure, or preference learning like DPO. Reflect is one way to implement evaluate. The agent reviews what it did, writes a critique, and retries with a new strategy. Memory is optional. Episodic memory stores what happened in this session. Long-term memory stores facts and preferences across sessions. Description is optional. The agent tells the user what it's doing or has done, transparency and status updates, used in conversational agents like ReSpAct. Plan is a different way of reasoning. The LLM first returns a short list of steps, then executes each step with the usual think, act, observe loop. One planning call at the start, then execution. COT, chain of thought, is another reasoning style. The model writes out its reasoning step by step in text before acting. It's still part of think, just more explicit. Description, plan, and chain of thought all show up as text, but they answer different questions. Description is aimed at people or audit logs. I will search the pricing API next. Plan is a task outline the runtime can follow step by step. COT is working reasoning inside one think, turn to pick the next action, often verbose, sometimes hidden from the user. You can mix them. A plan for the journey, COT at each stoplight, optional description at each leg, so users see progress without reading every hidden thought. Skipping description saves latency. Skipping COT often hurts accuracy on hard tools. A bad plan wastes effort until you replan. Ask is optional. The agent generates a question for the user answers, that answer goes into the history, and the LLM continues, used for clarification or confirmation. Reflection in the narrow sense, a process where the agent or a separate critic reviews output or plan and revises before the next action or answer. A reflection-style actor pairs a reasoning actor with memory and a critic, so failed attempts produce critiques and updated strategies across tries. See also reflection actor. Agent frameworks differ by vendor, but the same skeleton shows up everywhere. Bound inputs, a reasoning step, actions with observable results, and explicit stop conditions. Optional pieces, memory, evaluation, narration, planning, user questions, RAG. are where products diverge, latency, safety, and traceability trade off against each other. Naming these parts clearly makes it easier to design prompts, choose models, and debug runs when something loops too long or goes off the rails. For ReSpAct-style agent loop patterns, think, act, observe, and extensions. See agent loop patterns. I'm building this series step by step. If you want to catch the next videos on agents and architectures, subscribe. If this episode clarified the anatomy for you, a like really helps the channel.